Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel once again. Global Football View. You know the vibes already on the channel. We talk all things football. And this is Match Week 3 preview show in the English Premier League. I have four lovely guests with me to discuss the matches that will be taking place over the course of the weekend. On my far right, I have Mr. Rotano. Mr. Rotano, welcome to the channel once again. You know the vibes already. How are you feeling? How are you doing?
The blues for that.
The blues for that. This is Saud. Welcome to the preview show, your first time on the preview show. As a Liverpool fan, the champions, you just won against Newcastle, and there's less we could say about your team than say, let's just watch how it goes. So never walk alone. So never walk alone. And somebody who's walking alone and 16th right now, Macedonia said,
You've been always walking in.
what is looking at the Red Devils?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
The devil is down in hell right now. Ascend to a rightful place where it's.
Ascending to our rightful place, and you know the right thing to do is to click on the like button and subscribe on this channel if you're already subscribed to this channel. And the first match we'll be talking about is the West London Derby, Mr. Retirement, Fulham against Chelsea. Tell me, I want to hear from you.
Oh, you see, Fulham against Chelsea is a match that I feel Chelsea have to win. But last season, we picked them on a timing school with a very test match. I think the coach figured out what to do, but I think this is a new season with a new set of players. But I'll say I'm kind of afraid because we do have Kopama available right now. But I think with the kind of score, that kind of player we have, I think we're supposed to beat Fulham.
If you say you are afraid because you don't have Kopama, are you trying to tell us that Chelsea is a one-man team?
We'll beat West Ham with that number.
No, I say you said you have no player.
I didn't say to give you a goal. I can change your mind at any point side. You have to be fair that both player is not available in your team. You can't tell me like player like Salah is out of your lineup. You not say, oh, Salah is not around. That no means Liverpool is a one-man team. So don't say that, please.
No, I'm not saying. I'm only your words. It's your words.
I say me. I feel somehow,
And
because my best player is not yet available to be in the squad.
okay, your best player is not available for you. Mr. James, Fulham Chelsea. Like you told me off air that Fulham were once the landlord of Chelsea, and landlord who sacked his tenant, and the tenant has become his boss, has become bigger and always whooping your ass. What's your expectation from this match?
I think Chelsea should win, but then I think they should win based on the fact that Kopama is not available. Hear me out. Kopama is by far their best player, but in the last game that I've watched him play, it looks like it's not just the last game. From the latter part of last season up until this new season, teams have figured out how to stop Kopama, and when they stop Kopama, it looks like Chelsea does not play football. So I think, although I don't think they have anyone else who is as dynamic as he is, apart from Esteban, or whatever his name is. Esteban. He, I think, would be, just like he did against West Ham, he'd be the wild card. But for the rest of the squad, I don't think anyone is as dynamic as Kopama, and I think that would make Chelsea unpredictable.
Yeah, you were talking about Estavo, and I heard Maresca not really criticizing, but was pointing out that Estavo was at fault for the West Ham goal, and even the goal that was offside, you see Estavo's fault. Not players of that ilk, whereby the manager are calling him hard. The same player you're saying is dynamic. So I'm trying to plus one to two and see.
I mean, he's a forward. His primary job is to cause havoc in the other box, not his box. Yes, he has the responsibility to track his runners, and he was very passive in that, and then it cost him a goal, which was inconsequential because he really played very well and he made Chelsea win that game.
Okay, yeah, and say I comment on what you just asked. When the coach complained about him, the normies, he did not play well. He picked an error in a half that cost us.
No, you always find a way to support your player. I know.
It's a star boy. You just have to put his leg down.
They're spelling on star boy,
Which is
Bukan.
as what I've been. That's what. No, before you, what can you say? You answer Zina boy. Yeah, what is it?
What is spirit?
The only choice finally is the Epcot.
you talk of stars like guess one
7.3 times. Yes, that is a good video.
there's one star boy.
Okay.
There's one
You can start him.
no, there's one
Go there, the one star. That's what you got to be in that pick the Premiership.
Bukhari Sa.
You have to start all right. The Liverpool team. So I think I got the last star boy showed it. I guess Newcastle.
That's not your star, that's Chelsea player. You stole it.
This is why the rap is now in the Liverpool slap.
Okay, no, it's not Liverpool player. All player, you are telling me that you are taking it to court.
Yo, we take but you put it on means it's not Liverpool players. They're not quite way to take Liverpool some money.
Okay, let's not digress too much. Fulham Chelsea. What's your expectation, Mr. Sal?
I would expect Chelsea to blow Fulham up the water, regardless of Palmer or not Palmer. Chelsea has always been getting the better of Fulham. And then once again, Fulham have not had any activity or any serious players coming through the transfer window. So I don't expect anything. I don't expect any surprise. No, Chelsea will be full.
Fulham are looking to sign Samuel Chukwueze, and I don't know if that signing can take place before Chelsea play them. But if that, there's actually going for two wingers. Yeah. If those players can come in, do you see any upset, or you think Chelsea is
Maybe next match, maybe next opponent for the best Chelsea, I don't see the match.
But I'll start by you. What's your prediction for that game?
I think Chelsea is going to win the man like 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
And Mr. Howard, what's your prediction?
Can't expect it really.
Same Chelsea or the Chelsea? And Mr. James, what's your prediction?
I expect Chelsea to win, but I feel it'll be very tight. If it's not a 1-1, it'll be a 2-1 if you're Chelsea.
2-1 in favor of Chelsea, and a club that really needs a favor right now. My prediction would be Chelsea 1, Fulham 1. I'm predicting a draw for that game. It's an early kickoff game. That's the reason why I'm predicting a draw. Most time the early kickoff London derbies tend to end in a draw. That's why I'm predicting it as a draw. But if I go by quality of both clubs, Chelsea normally should win that day. But I'm just sticking my neck out and saying that it's going to end in a 1-1 draw. And talking about club that needs a favor right now, and the favorable way is Manchester United, because on the start right now, Ruben Amorim has played 29 games and had 28 points. And now they are taking on the Burnley. The team coming for relegation is one who actually got their first win last week. Mr. James, if you don't win this game, do you see it as a crisis?
Not necessarily a crisis, but then it would be grim. But then there wouldn't be a crisis. It won't be.
Yeah?
It won't need. It's not a crisis. Let's finish. That is fair. Do you know what a crisis? It's not a crisis. I will see it as a crisis, and that's my opinion. You're well within your rights to have a different opinion. It's my opinion that it won't be a crisis. Yes, it will bring a lot more pressure on Amorim. But then it's not a crisis situation whereby they'll have to tear everything down and then start over again. It's not a crisis. It won't be a crisis.
I don't like mine. I dislike mine. But if Amorim draw or lose that match, I'm going to be the first guest to cover Amorim's head on social media.
See you guys, with you. You won't be the first. A lot of Manchester United fans will start.
No, like this. All this channel, if you're talking about Man United fans,
it was not. Jesus asked Johnny if he should be sacked. He's asking if it would be a crisis.
And he said the highest for the sacking crisis. We are going for sacking, but we don't come to Manchester United. We are putting the balls
two different things.
That will be 30 games. If they draw that much, it will be
30 games with 29 points. So what is he doing? Better than you do me. You have a cool season. Do you want to tell season what you done already, or is not having the players to play type only?
I'm not talking about Amorim. I'm talking about the club.
No, we are talking about you read I know that you use Amorim. I'm saying it's Amorim. Say, don't say it. Like, coach.
He asked the question. Don't shout. He asked the question. You can make a point without shouting.
We are not shouting. I think point too.
The thing is, he asked if it will be a crisis. Yes, I said it won't be a crisis, but they'll put more pressure on Amorim to win his next game, which will be an easy game.
No, let's make it cheap. Let me get what you're saying. But if Amorim draw this match or lose it,
yeah, he won't be sacked. I may want him to be sacked, but he won't.
I'm not expecting him to He won't sack even if he loses 2, or even if he doesn't get the 3 point against Berdoni. Same question to you, Mr. Rutino. If they don't win this game, do you see it as a crisis?
If Amorim the normal ball big, I think Man U have got to the point they have to accept they will resume 15 system for the season. Because you don't tell me you are going to play Burnley at Old Trafford and you are still telling me you don't expect Amorim to be beating Burnley by 3-4 goals. That means you people should not have signed Life of the Bournemouth. That we are wasting those boys to Alex.
Mr. Saudi share that sense, and I share the exact same sentiments. Games like Burnley are things where, okay, I would let's use the lead to show that, okay, what instructions, the plan, what I'm trying to inculcate to show the United fans is against Burnley that will be the perfect opponents to use them and see fans. This is what I'm trying to play. So give me time. See what I've done to Burnley. So if he fails to win against Burnley, they should start to be considering the auction.
So one thing you are not understanding is that Burnley actually signed up in this transfer windows. And so still
Burnley. This is Burnley total beaten at all.
low Burnley. Same, okay, I understand, but Tottenham has done more sign. Tottenham has size players they need.
So my have no signed. You know, they have signed players that the coach has requested for.
I'm trying to play the devil's advocate here. Do not shoot the messenger. Do not shoot the messenger. Continue. Yeah, do not shoot the messenger. Continue. For what I'm just trying to say is that Manchester United not beating Burnley for me is not good in the outside world, but let's try to see how they play, because they actually played well against Arsenal. I was surprised they didn't do well against
Fulham. They failed at Fulham. I was disappointed.
Ask me a different question and you ask me a different question. Now, if you talk about my expectations for the game, yes.
No, not and I've not gone there. I'm asking them, is it the same question I asked you? I said,
You talked about expectations.
no, I said if Manchester United do not beat Burnley, is it a crisis? So you said no. Same question I'm asking. Now, insane.
They are talking about expectations. They are talking about they expect United to be 4-5. Yes, I have that same.
So if your expectation is not met, means it's a crisis.
It's not necessarily.
But for him, he believes that if that expectation is not met, it's a crisis.
So what did they win by 2-0?
It might win by 2-0. It's a good game. Guess me. About 1-0 day. Is the hope that I move there. If he says, I don't see this, so let's show you that step. Then I see,
Your expectation is for them to win. And if they don't win, there is a crisis.
It's a crisis. That means the coach don't know what he's doing.
Yes.
And we can't keep this mess. You can't do that. As like, let's say Arsenal is a big thing. You lose against Arsenal. Accept it. You drop 1 away. You are coming to drop Burnley at Old Trafford. Burnley.
So let me say to Mr. Sao.
Yes.
What do we score prediction for that here?
Let me say Burnley, but realistic.
Jesus.
Let's do. So do the blue. Plus, all this is so I'll expect a 3-0. So either way, for me next 3-0 from United right now. It's advertising 2-0. 2-0, Manchester United 2-0. Play negative. Very better. But
That's again.
that's serious because that is not up to station. No. He didn't ask you about my expectations when I gave you. He asked a different.
Okay, let's book it. No, okay, now let me ask you. You say yes, but what against 5-1, I'm giving you like a 5-1. So if that 5-1 is not met,
If it's not met and they give me a 3-0, I'll take it. Anything less than that, I think Amorim has these serious issues he needs to address.
Okay, but you're right. My prediction for the game, I think it's going to be 4-1 in favor of Manchester United. I expect Burnley to score best.
Like always.
I expect it to score best, not because they are good, but because of just Manchester United and how most of this game tend to play at. The score first, thinking you're going to get up 3 points, and Manchester United will just come for one place and that. Get up 3 points. The other game I want to talk about is again between Spurs and Bournemouth. Your manager, the best manager in your eyes apart from Arne Slot, Thomas Frank, the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, taking on Bournemouth. Bournemouth are one of the flyers this season. They have been doing well. Yeah. Do you see an offset in that game? Or you think Thomas Frank is still going to just win that game as soon as
I won't see upset. If I get the Bemo Papsol, I think the entire back line this season, they sold their center backs, they sold their left back vibe. They sold about 5 players. So right now, they
don't show this guy this. They are wonderful. Not restorer to
the water.
His water, he was an impact sub sometimes from that for last season. They sold him. I think they sold him to Bedford. No, was it Bedford? Yeah, Brentford. So but it's all the guys. Yeah, it is the time. So that's all. Looking at this, Memo against Liverpool, they were exceptional. But this motherfucker, Liverpool, our defense is poor. So if you're going to look at that and say, oh, Memo played really well against Liverpool, you'll be deceived. I believe that Spurs will put on the water. I believe that won't be the close kick. This is not going to be close kick. Thomas Frank is good to act plastic. Because in terms of every player position, I feel like aside scenario, I feel like Spurs has happened it. So I apply to predict. Definitely 3-0.
Oh, you're giving us a prediction. So, no, this line is not spare. Mr. Hayes, what's your take on that game?
Game would be a 2-1 for Spurs.
2-1 for Spurs. You guys are just banking on the home and no results.
But Tottenham is all. Wow.
How? There's something you said the other time that every new Tottenham manager tends to start wrong.
Yeah.
So,
it's still starting though. Still starts from the season, but with the form of Belmont and the kind of how they play, I think there will be a tough opponent against me, Tottenham. But I do see them winning based on the performance of Tottenham right now. But I've given him a straight draw. That would be my perfect prediction, but I will go for Tottenham to win by 2-1.
For Tottenham to win by 2-1, like I said, it's not in my nature to predict Tottenham to win. And the only reason I predicted them to win last week because it's a win-win situation for me. If they draw, Tottenham, my arch rival, arch enemy, loses point. If they we are not pretty no because it's that's that's me. When it comes to Tottenham, I predict because of what I want to happen.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to Manchester City, when it comes to Manchester City, I predict to what I want to happen and what I think can happen. When it comes to Liverpool, same thing. You understand? So if I have to predict this game, I think it's going to end in a 1-1 draw.
I can relate to that because Bournemouth, Tottenham is currently the Europa champion of the potch.
UEFA champions of what year?
Oh no, Europa League champions. And then I start what happens. Yeah, so I can relate to that. So it can actually rate 8 Tottenham for that.
I'm not eating there because of that. You know why I hate Tottenham? They are my neighbor. They are not the house. And this is not a
yes, I have a base to show for it. I sounds not to show. So
we have a European title. We do have a European title. Just that we don't have the Champions League. Neither meaning what? That's when you start calling here. When you start calling years, it feels like the ones you want before they are not relevant. Okay, so you said the prediction is B. My prediction is 3-0 Tottenham. That's biscuit trade. And his operation is 2-1. The prediction is 2-1. I'm predicting a 1-1 draw. The big match of the week. Liverpool versus Arsenal. First versus second. I'll start with you, Mr. Saud. Your defense is not that great at the moment. Shaky. What do you think your manager needs to do to stop Arsenal from scoring?
First of all, he needs to immediately get the defense organized. Yes, David, that we have injuries to Frimpong. We have, I think Gomez has picked up, but not. So right now, in terms of depth, defense is very thin. Because we had to last month, that Sabuzda right back, he was exceptional. But I feel like if we're able to get our defense sorted out, if Konate, for wherever, is making his performances be so inconsistent, if he's able to get his hands sorted, with Van Dijk there to us, I feel like we'll have a very short game. But right now, our defense needs some work. And I hope before the Arsenal game, our coach, Arne Slot, was also proven to be very, very adaptable in easily can get tactics. He's always taken a step ahead. So I believe that there is something that's already in the background right now. Then ask me a question. Don't you think Konate is doing much of the talking in your defense?
No, you don't think so. If you've watched Liverpool through the preseason, 12 our first game as a Newcastle, okay, it's not even a debate. Van Dijk has been the one. Van Dijk will go with always
That's them expensive. So you.
A standing defender do not actually mean he's doing the best. He is actually the karate. Have you watched? Wait, let me try to explain something. Have you watched Van Dijk? Let me try to explain to sort it to you. I watch Terry and Cavalli together. Terry is scanning. Cavalli is the all marking. He's always there. There is direct. Yeah, that's what Vaga is doing. No, okay, that's what Vaga. What doing? Van Dijk. I watched Kunate against Burnley. Semenyo second goal. Kunate was the goalie player that was standing. Man, do you know actually
Your neighbor was running.
was very far from the ball.
Where was you
At that door up for that ball. I think a big Van Dijk took the right number at it. But you feel like Partey was the one doing the error. But I couldn't find Seraph is actually argued to the error.
No, but you see, I would like to believe that if you watched, the Newcastle thing is a perfect advert of this Van Dijk stance. Okay, Van Dijk was dominant in the air. Van Dijk was close to the passing legs. Van Dijk was exceptional in 1v1. In fact, Van Dijk committed so much to himself in that game, and I feel like if not for the goals that were scored, Van Dijk should be the man in match in that game. In the neutral, can you should look at this to be honest with it?
10 against 11.
But 10 against 11, did I sound like a record? Imagine a match, a football match, and then it's called one of the also, yes. Sport at 10 score 11. Sport at 10, pause it. They said they put them happy in the dying middle of the first half tracks. Before that, Van Dijk was so exceptional. All the aerial battles, he was incredible. All the round duels were incredible.
Taking to anything up. Like,
Konate caused the second goal. Konate made a mistake that led the net to the second.
so that's the only person.
Aside that, Konate missed a lot of tackles. Konate missed a lot of challenges. He was burned.
I think if Vada were moving for that tackle, you have said this at the moment.
No. But there's something, because Konate has been doing it, the Konate's score has dropped since the end of last season. Since the final weeks of last season, Konate's performance has dropped. And I'll like to believe that it's because of the contract talks. Because up till now, we've offered it with very okay. And it's repeating sad.
Saw they have a shot on target or shot Obo in that game. Yet, I know because of what he has done.
That makes sense.
United didn't have the shot on goal. Can you cast about? Okay, so but why you are blaming Konate more? What about your attacking players who were ghosted in that they who couldn't hold the ball? Don't you think the work was too much on the defenders and it showed through? Because if Mohamed Salah did the thing we know Mohamed Salah knows how to do best, Konate wouldn't be under that pressure too much.
Okay, fair enough. If we watch the game 3, we realized that Salah actually tried giving very good passes. He gave very good long crosses whenever he had a chance. He was able to he gave good crosses. But the ball, at the end of the day, our attackers, I said the Kitty, and I think Gakpo too had a very good day, but some of them did Wayne or their best. For instance, Wirtz was not his best. Even Churches was not his best to make it. And all of this attributes to the fact that some of these players need a little time. And Newcastle environment was like, they just put into the fire. Because anytime you go to Indeed's puppet, we are always having a top time as a year start. If for the past 3 times though, how to rely upon last Mele winners, Darwin Nunes last, the year before that, Fabio Carabao. You have to rely on him to spark in the 30 minutes of the game against Newcastle. So Newcastle has always been a team. St. James' has always been a ground that when we go to a sport.
Okay. Mr. James, what's your expectation for that game? What kind of game are you expecting? Are you expecting a boring tactical game, or are you expecting a bloody faces affair?
I think it will be tactical. It will be tight. In the last 5 games, I think Liverpool have won just once, and the rest has been drawn. Yeah.
They were beating us in the last Premier League game.
Right? There's also 2-1. It was an FA Cup, yes. But in the Premier League, it's just draw, 2-2, 0-0, 1-1.
3-1.
Yes, that was like a 2023.
Yes.
A while back. 2 seasons ago, we did 2 seasons ago.
Last time somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. So yes, it's still very tight, especially at Anfield. It gets really, really tight. It doesn't open up quickly. It opens up very, very late, and usually they have something happening before it opens up. So yes, I still think it will be tight, and well, I'm not going to give any predictions. I still think it'll be very tight, but both teams will solve.
Mr. Retaino, what kind of game are you expecting? It says it's going to be a tight game.
Then,
are you predicting there's going to be a red card this match?
no, they're not.
There's a red card.
Because this match is going to be enjoyable. It's going to be very good football. I want to support the both sides because I think the both sides are the main competitor of talent for the league. So I really want to watch both sides and see who is the shakiest and who is the toughest.
Arsenal not having Bukayo Saka and Martin Odegaard and Ben White in this game, doesn't it give Liverpool more edge to win the game with that kind?
Let me think we have Saka for the guy still picking up to win the game at our fate. Thank you very much. If you have it, I'm not saying because they are better than Aston, but this is Anfield. You've always wanted to take a lead and always come back to equalize you. I think it's happened 2 times. The time was 2-0, 2 goals up and come to. Because this time you're not going to get it 2 goals up. So
You should say we're not going to get it 2 goals up. And if I ask you, what will be your prediction for the game?
I'll predict it'll be a very tight game. I'll like to predict 2-1. Qualifiable.
2-1 in favor of Liverpool.
me, I'll go for Liverpool to be back to the one.
Very well. And if I ask you, what will be your prediction?
I think it'd be a 0-0 1-1.
Is 0-0-1-1. Okay.
That it's let's hear his position. So if this is why I think it would be a 0-0 or 1-1. I don't think Aston are going to open up. They're going to play just as they played against Manchester United. And if they are going to get any chance, it will come off a set piece. Yes, Solis, and it'll be really difficult for them. It'll be really difficult for Arsenal to get out, especially in the first opening minutes. So I think Arsenal are going to sit really tight and try to get them on the break with Eze and Madueke, Jokeres. So I think it'll be very tight. If Liverpool can open them up quickly, then yes, there will be goals. But if not, I think it would be very, very tight. A 0-0, the 1-1. That's not scoring from a corner.
You see this? You see this? You say that?
Aston's will win on by 3-1. It's on camera here. I said, yeah.
We cut that each other.
And Vito Gyökeres is going to be on the score sheet. You're going to get this at Anfield. On Sunday. We're going to see this at Anfield on Sunday.
Go for it.
Yeah. On Sunday. Aston's going to win by 3-1. And I'm not just saying that because I'm an Arsenal person. I'm saying that because of the investment we have done in our team. And when investments were done in our team, I expect Arsenal, with what we've done, to go to Anfield this time and win, because we always get to go and come back with just 1 point. So when you keep knocking on the door, there's a certain time the door needs to open, and I feel the door is going to open this season, and Arsenal is going to win by 3-1. You may be shaky your head.
So you're not lucky.
You may be shaky your head. Sick. Come on.
Oh, they know.
This crowd here.
Okay, if you look at the personnel they have now and how they're going to play the football, I think Liverpool has an edge in midfield and they have an edge in attack.
Zubi, but there's no way you understand us. I think the player are probably play up to Liverpool expectation, which is their new sign.
You're in that.
Yeah. I would simply like to say that Pulan White's leading attack.
I think he's
The physicality your PT is quite positive. The physicality too far from his best, I think.
so. He has been all of his the games I've seen look like Gary. I think he's doing most of his work away from the final tech.
So far, yes, that's true. So far, he had play from the final tech.
No, he's supposed to be the backbox. He's supposed to do like Liverpool technically, but he's playing deeper. He's barely, but when he gets the ball, yeah, he's usually deeper.
But that can also be attributed to the fact that McAllister has come in there.
Yes, when McAllister there's more when McAllister play this match against Arsenal.
Yes, he will play. So it will now let us see words some more. But the physicality so far is within minutes.
So if you play McAllister, Jones could be best.
Jones will be like Saboza will be. Saboza did best come right back. Saboza will be. But what about that? This your right back that came in against the don't wrap him up, brother. You're really just coming back from injury. So in this package, you might be too hot. But so I like to be there for Flair and Lloyd's. Give him time. With the Liverpool fans right now, we understand this and we understand that he needs time to adapt, needs time to understand the physicality. And hopefully, once McAllister joins the team, we'll see Boyle always up front. We won't be expected to break low blocks for us.
And talking about somebody that can break low blocks, that's the reason why I'm predicting that's not the way the person of Iberichi is. And we've seen him over the years in the Premier League. We've seen the work, the damage he has done to Liverpool, scored against Liverpool, got an assist against Liverpool. And this is a player, I'm not expecting him to say, we're not giving him time. he knows the DNA of Arsenal. There's an Arsenal boy through and through. So he knows the DNA of this club. So with that in mind, and with Noni, I know what Noni can do against but I always play your lever Kerkes. I've seen Kerkes against Noni before at Bournemouth. And I know how Noni normally useless Kerkes. It's not the first time he's going to play against Kerkes. And whoever is playing at your right back, you know what Martinelli always does. That's not even easy. Against Liverpool is all the thing that's what to do.
Can't let this. He said something I would like to counter. He said, is it no Arsenal DNA? What is Arsenal DNA? There is a no.
How about to be better? How about to be better? So because as a way be a winner, as a all free, he said make up a canvas.
Eze,
What else? Did you start Palace?
he said Eze knows how to play against low blocks, but Eze plays in a low block.
And Crystal Palace. Oh, I see. Please, that it from at 8 of this. He said, Eric said, Eze knows Arsenal DNA. To be simple, 2 seconds. As is like an empty.
Up, say, or to lose speed after the lead with 10 points. That is DNA. But Saints do not care. Because aside only team, not as I will run to watch that lead team, the Premier League generally by 10 points, I do the lead points. Do not exaggerate. It is actually 8 points. If it was 10 points as of January, it was actually January. Oh my God, jump now, Habit again. So Manchester City Habit again. It doesn't matter. I'm not stable and usual points. It's not. I'm not this points. Whatever you say, it has happened. Arsenal has bought a boat, but you're not going to talk about somebody who is a serial butler. Not you. Gerard who slipped you, not you. Look, yes, but we're not going to it is anything. And you say, about the boy, that's going to be a problem. So, no, that Jerry, that boy, I could fuck them with a won the league. I put in his one of the I don't won the league before. Yes or no? No, he said AJ. Arsenal DNA is no, but AJ was as Arsenal, you are with nothing. When did they say, I cannot be able to we won. What did you win? When AJ was at Arsenal, what did you win? We won the league last season. Which season? This is 11. We won every cup. It's came one most of that answer. It was you only allowed it to so comedy. We won the league when Eze was at Arsenal. You know when the league broke? When Eze was at Arsenal, you know when Eze left Arsenal 14 years ago. 14 years ago, yeah. It was
That's how old. It was 14 years when he left.
No, it was 14 years when they left Arsenal, right? Yeah, it was 14 years when they left Arsenal. So
You won the league was in
2004. 2004, and Eze was upload at that time.
Eze for you, Eze was there when you got
Bro.
Eze was in the academy. What year?
You got the Eze was at early for 10 years before he left.
No, it wasn't there for 10 years. So
I say it was that for 5. Then no any. It was that. I love that simple Marcena was set.
So stop rising the score.
Score with it.
Okay, so let's continue. There's no. I understand what you're saying. I know you just want to banter, which is fair enough. And I'm a battery, and maybe the viewers like it where the bantering goes on.
I'm not battery you. I'm just making you understand. Like don't say Arsenal at the day that it or to separate. It's about severity.
I forgot what he's saying is a fact. Forget the winning. Eze knows as not DNA. No matter what the DNA is, we don't know what all the it's okay.
Second.
At least your mind feel good and happy. Is that true? He said, no, like, plus again. No, he said no matter what
You hear what the DNA is. The currently, I don't know. You also to know too.
I know the DNA. I know the DNA of how we play football. Jesus. Tulip. And
It's one of the cases like this.
no, a question I have.
Oh,
He said the God cut his thing, so it's that much of it.
continue.
So there you have it, people. We talk so much about the Arsenal DNA. Some say Arsenal DNA is sacred. Some say Arsenal DNA they don't know. And some say Arsenal DNA is to win every cup. Well, we're going to see on Sunday at Anfield what Arsenal.
Never what you do. Never.
Let's see if you're going to work alone or somebody, because I know Dito Girlfriends is going to make you actually work alone. Jokers. And there you have it, guys. There are other results we're going to touch on in the EPL that's going to take place. Sutherland, Brentford, quickly. I just want to get your score prediction, Mr. Rotini. Sutherland, Brentford.
Think what kind of player I saw in Brentford, the kind of match they played, I think is going to be a straight draw.
Straight draw. And what's your score prediction?
think it's going to be 0-0. I think they'll need up 0-0. No, 7-0 up City.
Cheers. And Mr. Sarah,
I would like to take Sunderland 1-0.
Sunderland 1, Ingber.
I like to take Sunderland to score, but I think Brentford, although I have always said they're going to somehow suffer this season, and after watching them play the 2 games, I believe they still have it in there to.
Oh, no.
Go on. Oh, Balu. Balu, take the ball from see what had this next hunting. Yeah, but you was nice now.
Well, the score prediction, Brecker 1, Sunderland 1.
Brentford 1, Sunderland 1. To me, I think Brentford's going to win that game by 2 goals in that thing. But Tara is going to be on the score sheet. I'm expecting Tara to be on the score sheet. The other game I wanted to talk about, if you Wolverhampton 1 versus Everton, the 2 of the club you predicted so far.
Oh man, I make it to your drop. Yeah.
Score play.
0-0.
0-0. This is out.
Because of Jack Grealish, I'll tip Everton.
It's Everton. What? And Mr. Time. What's the score, Richard?
Wolves 0, Everton more.
Wolves 0, Everton 9.
What kind of football Everton is play? I think the coach have to start realizing his mistake. So if Everton has to be in that top 4, I think I'll give Everton a 1-0 win.
Everton 1-0 win. I'm actually predicting Everton to win. Not because Everton are too good, but because Newcastle might end up signing Short Larsen, Wolverhampton striker, before the end of the week. So probably, I don't know who's going to play the attack. So I'm just going to predict Everton to win by 1-0. Starting from you, Mr. Retino, Leeds United, Newcastle. But don't forget, Newcastle will be without Intelligodi, will be without Fabian Schär, who has a concussion. The game will be without Joliti in that game, and also will be without Alazada Issa. Tonali will still not be playing that game after he had a shoulder injury, like 5 festy players. And what do you think is going to happen in that game? Do you think
With all this guy not playing, I think Leeds made a lot of minutes to find a draw at all.
Miss Matter, a draw.
Yeah, at all.
And score prediction?
It's going to be 0-0.
0-0. You predict too many 0-0. With a sound?
Or maybe that he helps who is very, very resilient in terms of how he sets up his players. But he has people missing out. I would like to still believe Leeds just beats, and I would like to be the Newcastle who still should tune it.
Newcastle to Mr. Jade?
2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle. 3-2 Newcastle for me. 3-2 Newcastle for me. And one other result one other feature I wanted us to really have a look into is a game between Brighton and Manchester City. Mr. Saud, Manchester City was a champion before he became champion there. And looking at their last game, how shaky they are, and trying to bet in new players. What do you think? Do you think Brighton will continue their offset the way they normally do against Manchester City, or do you think Manchester City are just going to roll over Brighton?
Brighton against Everton were not their best team. They had so many chances, but were not caught. Man City or the other will be very sure they can't spike. Man City will not take a Spurs defeat just like that. They would actually come out all guns blazing. So I'm expecting 4-0. I really expect Brighton to. Maybe Brighton gets a push, so I'd like to see 4.
Brighton at home.
4.
It's our time.
I think Man City is going to win in match, but I don't think Brighton now needs to play for it. Actually, they are one of the teams that anytime they play Man City, they play very differently. Actually play very good football, but I said to Man City to win them by 2 goals. 2 goals up.
2 goals up. You give us a score prediction.
Like something like 2-0, 3-0.
Give me one.
Is it 2-0?
2-0. Mr. James?
I think it'll be 2-1 Brighton.
2-1 Brighton. And I'm also predicting 2-1 Brighton. Yeah, in that game. 2-1 Brighton. And the last game, on Sunday, Crystal Palace, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace without Eze. Aston Villa still yet to score a goal this season.
2-0 Crystal Palace.
Away.
Yeah.
Why?
Even without Eze.
Why do you say that?
I've watched Aston Villa play, and somehow they seem hungover.
Champions League quarterfinal hangover.
Something like that. They play in gear one. You don't see them improve. You don't see them have any tangible improvement.
And if you in the layout, all the players that signed during the January's transfer, they don't let everybody come.
I think it's a PSR rollout. And then PSR, so yeah, PSR has been on the Alex. True.
Yeah, but even with that, they still have quality. They have quality players, and I think they lost Kamara in the last game. Yeah, midfielder. He has somewhat become a revelation for them alongside Tillerman. Yes, so far he's been playing well. It says the day we watched him in the Champions League, we all didn't like him. He has improved massively, and he's been able to command like good games. He's been able to control the tempo of the games for them alongside Tillemans, but losing him would be a big loss for them. And apart from that, they've not played well.
I think losing Ramsey is one there. I feel like losing
Ramsey is not really not see replay a lot.
Los injured, like you all know. But you still have Royce missing. What was he missing in the 2 games? They couldn't seek to bring Watkins into the game. It was, you see.
I feel like John Duran is the one that has I don't like us. Everybody goes well with like Rashford
and Konsa was still not playing this game because of the dragon.
Let's red, yeah.
So I feel like Morgan is carrying all the work right down. Was when it was Morgan and Ramsey, there's a bit too work for Morgan to do, but right now he's doing everything, taking the ball from the face, trying to move the ball forward is a lot. And I watch the match, he's always being brought down by holding the ball too much. So I feel that is something the coach have to look into and bring in more experienced players to their midfield and wings, because I know Aston Villa to be a wings team, but right now they don't even have any player to play the wings.
So what's this comparison?
I feel like Crystal Palace going to their home have to be something I would think Aston Villa have to win 2-1.
Aston Villa win 2-1. And Mr. Sao?
How about Crystal Palace? So just as James said, Aston Villa have played with no proper identity so far. When it look like that in gear 1, I say got sluggish. So I'll tip Crystal Palace to win 1.
Crystal Palace to win 1-0, and I'm going to predict the match is going to end in a 2-2 draw. Aston Villa 2, Crystal Palace 2. And that's the prediction for the week, game week 3. And you heard it, guys. We've made our prediction. Let us know in your comment section your own prediction. And also, like this video if you don't like this video before. And let us know in the comment section your prediction. If you don't subscribe, please do subscribe. I want to welcome you into the global football family as we are on our way to 1,500 subscribers. And thank you, Mr. Retired, for being on the channel. Thank you, Mr. Sautagido. Thank you, Mr. James, for being on the channel. Hopefully,
It's a crisis right now.
Right, it's a crisis. And this past.
If leave up, like this video is not supposed to comment into this. Like I said, I was supposed to be shouting Aburi out,
because it's just a pan shouting Amorim Hart. Let's see if the Manchester United fan will be shouting Amorim Hart after their weekend game. And guys, thank you for being on the channel. Till I see you next time. Stay safe. Peace out.